Hey, it's Buck from Bacon Trees. I wanted to make a short video on a hot topic, actually, because that's something I like to do when I'm not making filmmaking and audio videos. I'm still working on that. I got a really cool wireless microphone video coming up, but I do like social commentary as well. This regards a tweet from a Dr. Buzari, with a picture of a guy holding up a sign saying, "I know more than scientists," spelling scientists wrong. He tweeted this, and he didn't say much about it, but other people were, so we don't know if he understood that it was a joke or not. But it was a joke, because the guy was not a protester, he was a counter-protester. But then there's a whole bunch of people on there going, "Oh, this guy this, this guy that," and then, making fun of him and saying, "Oh my God, these people, what kind of uneducated people are out there protesting the mandates?" It's like, he's a counter-protester. He showed up. He spelled it wrong on purpose. Some people got it and went, "Wait a minute, this is a joke. It must be a joke. So he must not be with them. He must be making fun of them," which he was doing. But if you look at, I think it's Left Scoop, Political Flair, Facebook, they were running with this story, and they had a picture of him with that sign. And then people were saying, MAGA, he's a MAGA. It's like, what does this have to do with Make America Great Again? If that's MAGA, right? I think everybody knows that. And that's not what it was about at all. The guy showed up to the protest. So many people didn't actually watch the news clip. They just saw that picture, and they started saying that, "Oh my God, here's anti-Vers are so, uneducated," and oh my God. And it's like, he wasn't. Maybe, I don't know how educated the guy is. His name is Dave. But the video from City News shows him and he's showing his sign, and they were saying he's a counter-protester, and they labeled him as counter-protester, and he said, "Well, I'm showing up, basically to this protest, to counter-protest, with this sign on purpose, dumbing it down." And it's so funny that people ran with the story and people thought it was real. Just like regular, fake news or false news. I'm going to call it false news, not necessarily fake news. But there's just too much of that. I wrote a song about it years ago called Perfect People, and the whole point of the song, well, the first part of the song is, the point of the song was that we're listening to hearsay, so there's conjecture and abductive reasoning there without going further. You're just going, "Oh, look at the guy with the sign. He was at that anti-V protest," and it wasn't even an anti-V protest. It was an AntiVMandate protest, not the anti-V protest. So people are getting that wrong as well. And they're saying these anti-Vers. It's like, no, they're actually anti-mandate, because some of them are V'd. So it's just so funny. Well, it's just so sad that we're living in this current climate of our times with, I'm not going to call it, again, fake news, but it's false news. And how these outlets, like, that tweet didn't help from that doctor. And a PhD chimed in on that thread, basically making fun of him or whatever, just going along with believing that this person was with the protesters, which he was not. A PhD. So there's not enough people actually doing their own research. And I know how people are, like Forbes had this article last year in 2020 about why you should not do your own research. Oh, come on, Forbes. And then people are saying, well, research means this, peer-reviewed studies and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, research, look up the word research. You're finding out stuff for yourself. If I could find this out, and it was that simple, what else could I find out? So there's not enough people digging for information. They're just looking at headlines. And the line in the song was, "In a smartphone, dumbed-down, drug-induced society, we only need the headlines, yeah, because the truth don't mean much when we are sedated and it's buried in the media." And it's just, that's exactly what's going on. People are just looking at a headline and believing it. Now, what other headlines out there are false or misleading, just incorrect, right? Just the ones that, that fits anybody's agenda. I don't have an agenda. My agenda is truth. Get the truth out there as much as you can, and do as much research as you can to find the truth. And if you can't find the truth, you either go with somebody else's research or do more research. And anybody is allowed to research. Those people who say you shouldn't research, They're wrong. I'm sorry. Why not? Why can't I research? You ever do a research paper for high school and find something out? You ever do a research paper for college? Whatever, the news, college, what anybody is allowed to research. And there's a lot of smart people, and they're not just going to Google and finding the first link that pops up. They're digging. A lot of people are digging. But then so many people are just, I don't know. They want a split society. We have a split society. It's really sad. Canada's going down the tubes. I do believe Canada's going down the tubes. If we let it. So our vote is really going to count this time in Canada. Our illustrious Prime Minister Trudeau, you know, what did he do to get elected? Part of what he was doing before he got elected was like legalizing marijuana. More and more people are smoking dope. Okay, I got more people smoking dope, so they're less likely to. I don't know. I don't smoke dope, so they're going to be a little more sedated or something. Was that what he was thinking? I know dope smokers. I'm not going to call it dope. I'm sorry. I know marijuana smokers who are actually quite brilliant when they're high. So if that was part of, I don't know if that was part of Trudeau's plan, but he's running again, and I don't know. I just hope he doesn't get a majority this time. I don't know what he was thinking with this election, but I don't want to get political or anything. I want to go back to that tweet from Dr. Buzari. Buzari? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you got lots of people on there, and some people were on that Twitter thread going, seems like a joke, or wait a minute, are you sure this isn't a joke? And it's like, just listen to the news story, listen to that section, that's all. And that's all you need to know. It's right there on the news, right? If anybody's willing to dig. So I dig it. All right, cheers.